We are going to a guy who played a little bit of football, about 11 years in the NFL, Yale grad and current CEO of Peels, Chris Hetherington in California. You're up.
Appreciate it. Hey, Ben, pleasure to meet you. Thank you.
Hey, Chris, it is great to hear from you, see you, spend time with you. I appreciate you. Thank you.
Is that Will Compton back there?
That is the Will Compton jersey. Yes, sir.
Yeah, he's developed a nice little, personality and career for himself. So we enjoy his stuff.
Before I answer your question, can I tell you guys something that's amazing?
Yeah.
So this prize fighter day, as I alluded to earlier, that's the first player I ever worked with in the NFL. So I actually went once he made the team, and then they ended up putting him on the practice squad. I was so excited to be working with my first ever NFL player. Chris, you know what it's like when you make one of those rosters, right? I was just happy he made the practice squad. He's happy. I fly out to DC to celebrate making the practice squad. We were both excited, right? Hadn't even made the team. And I sat in his apartment. He was renting a room from Dijon Gomes, one of the cornerbacks who was one of his teammates at Nebraska. You can never forget any of this stuff. And we sat there and we talked about what he believed he would do after the game. Chris, he was on the practice squad. And he literally sat there and he's like, man, he goes, when I get activated, I'll never look back. And he goes, the thing you got to understand about the league, and Chris, you know this, like, I'm better looking when I'm active. My jokes are funnier when I'm active. You got to capitalize on the brand. And so he literally said, he's like, I'm going to be a speaker. I'm going to build businesses. I'm going to build a brand. And so I had to bring this up. What he's done with Bussin' with the Boys, he told me about it 10 years ago on the couch in Dijon Gomes' apartment in Virginia. I mean, that's the intentionality, but he put the discipline behind it. So I had to share that because there's so many amazing things that happen when we believe in ourselves. And Chris, you can tell everybody it's hard to believe in yourself when you're on that practice squad trying to make the 53.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, you hit home with a few things that you talked about. One is, really the thing that changed my life was when I realized that everybody needs coaching. I've had some success in my life. I've been a mentor, to a lot of people, and I made the decision to, join the Outlier Project, which has made a huge impact in my life. And then Scott, in particular, he introduced me to this guy, Devin Levesque, and I joined his group called the Inner Circle. It's a 4-month program. And my question to you is, one of the first assignments or challenges we had during this 4-month program in the first week was of a list of 50 core values, define your top 3, no matter what core values, which essentially dictates everything you do professionally or personally. So, hanging out with people or doing business with people or getting involved in certain businesses, whatever it is. So my question to you is, what are your top 3, no matter what core values, which ultimately dictate how you spend your time personally and professionally?
So in my phone, everything is in my phone. This is an old picture of the kids. I just love this old one. But every morning I read what I call a legacy statement off of here. And the legacy statement is inside of your mental toughness playbooks. You guys are all going to get it for free. And so in that legacy statement, if I were to open it up, those 3 core values, the answer to the question is there. Okay. So I know what they are. It's discipline, toughness, and legacy. And so those are the 3 that are most important to me. We have to have discipline. You got to get up one more time than you've been knocked down. You got to display that toughness. And I believe the legacy piece is it has to be bigger than us.
Yep. Amazing. Thank you.
Yeah. All right.